Good morning, class. Today we will start a new chapter, that is chapter 5th, surface chemistry. So today we will study about surface chemistry. As its words indicate, surface. So this is a phenomena which take place at the surface or interface. So let's talk about this. Firstly, let us discuss the topics which we have to study in this chapter as we are studying surface chemistry. The topics belonging to this are we have to study about what is surface chemistry, about adsorption, about adsorbate and adsorbent, about difference between adsorption and absorption, about difference between physisorption and chemisorption. We also have to study Freundlich adsorption isotherm and factors which affect adsorptions. There is one more topic, that is catalysis. We have to study about catalysis in detail, that is classification of catalysis. We have to study about colloids and classification of colloids, preparation of colloids, purification of colloids, properties of colloids and protection of colloids. That is, this chapter will have a great ratio for the topic, that is colloids. Okay, and now at last we will study about emulsion. Again we will study application of colloid. So whole chapter will be divided into three parts. That is, we have to study basically about adsorption, all the terms related to adsorption. Then we will study about catalysis, that is how many type of catalysis are there, and we will study in detail that there are two type of catalysis, that is heterogeneous catalysis and homogeneous catalysis. So we have to discuss about that, and at last we will study about the colloidal states, that is the colloidal solution. For that we will study all the respected terms, that is their preparation, their purification, their properties, their protection and their application, because questions are directly asked from their application. Okay, and this question almost belong to 4 or 5 marks in your board exam, and this will be like a boost up for you. So make sure that you surely complete this chapter or surely read this chapter. Okay, because this is a theoretical chapter and you will get marks directly. Now students, let's come to our topic, that is surface chemistry. So what is surface chemistry? Students, surface chemistry is the branch of chemistry which deals with the study of phenomena that occur at the surface. So surface chemistry is nothing but the branch of chemistry which deals with the study of phenomena that occur at the surface, okay, or interface. You can take any example. The phenomena may be adsorption of water molecule on the surface of CoCl2 or on the surface of silica gel. So there are many examples. So now let's discuss basically about the very first topic, that is adsorption. You can see here our chapter starts with this, that is adsorption. We have to study in detail about adsorption. So now let's get a start. What is adsorption? Students, earlier you have studied about absorption. And what is absorption? It is generally a bulk phenomena, that any surface or if any substance comes in contact to the other, it absorbs it totally. You can see the example of chalk, that if you will put chalk in a ink or in any colored solution, then what it does, it absorbs it completely. So this is about absorption, but we are not talking about adsorption. Okay, so we have to focus here. So what is adsorption? It is the accumulation of molecular species at the surface rather than in the bulk of a solid, okay, or liquid. It is termed as adsorption. And to understand this adsorption, we should know some new terms. Likewise, adsorbate, adsorbent. Okay, as you have studied in solution about solute and solvent, here also to understood the phenomena that is adsorption, you should have to know about adsorbate and adsorbent. Now let's talk about adsorbate. So the molecular species or substance which concentrate or accumulates at the surface. Okay, suppose this is the surface. If this is the surface, suppose this is the surface of silica gel. Okay, and water molecule is just at the surface. This is silica gel and this is water molecule. So what is adsorbate? It is simply the molecular species or substance which concentrate or accumulates at the surface. So water is adsorbate. And what is adsorbent? It is the material at the surface of which the adsorption takes place. So silica is adsorbent here and water is adsorbate here. Okay, this is adsorption, and its reverse process is also there, which is known as desorption. So when it is asked to you what is desorption, then the process of removing an adsorbed substance from the surface is called desorption. What this statement says, as this is silica gel and water molecule are exerted here. So the process of removing an adsorbed substance, that is water molecule, from the surface is called desorption. So here desorption is removal of that water molecule, that is only silica gel will be left. Now students, you must know some terms, that is during the adsorption process what happens to the change in enthalpy, change in entropy and change in Gibbs energy. So for this, students, adsorption is an exothermic process, that heat is liberated, okay, energy is liberated. So it means the change in enthalpy will be negative, and as molecules are held on the surface, so entropy will decrease. For this, the change in entropy will also be negative, and as it is a spontaneous process, so for this Gibbs energy, that is change in Gibbs energy, will also be negative. That is, for adsorption, delta H will be negative, delta S will also be negative, and delta G will also be negative. Okay, so this is about the adsorption process. Now sometimes question is asked to differentiate between adsorption and absorption. It is not 100% probability of coming of the question, but sometimes 2 or 3% maybe this can be asked. So it will be very easier for you to gain 4 or 5 marks. So you must prepare this topic, that is the difference between adsorption and absorption. As earlier discussed, I have discussed about absorption process, that it is a bulk phenomena. It take place, there is no significant change occurs, that is heat is neither liberated, that means ki it is not an exothermic process, neither endothermic process, and in absorption rate remains same throughout the process. The process is uniform throughout. An example I have given you, that when you add chalk in any solution, then it colorful solution, then it absorbs the color. Okay, so this is about absorption. Now let's talk about adsorption, which is new to us. Adsorption is a surface phenomena. I told you there is no bulk phenomena. That is, if we are taking a solution, whatever color it is, suppose it is of blue color, blue ink is there, and when we add a chalk into it, then chalk absorbs its color, that is the whole surface, or it is overall phenomena, bulk phenomena. But when we are talking about adsorption, we are seeing that silica gel is there and water is at the surface. So it is a surface phenomena. This is the very first difference between them. Now let's talk about the second. So adsorption is exothermic process. Earlier we have discussed that delta H for adsorption is negative. Why? Because it is exothermic process. But this is not the case for absorption. There is no significant changes occurs. Okay. Now let's talk about the third point, that is adsorption's rate is high in the beginning and then decreases till equilibrium is obtained. So it is high in the beginning and as equilibrium achieved, so it decreases. But what about absorption? Its rate remains same throughout the process. Okay. Now let's talk about the very full, that is we have taken examples. So for adsorption, there's a water molecule on the surface of calcium chloride or silica gel. There may be some more examples like in making gas mask. What we do there in gas masks, activated charcoal preferentially absorb the harmful gases like methane, carbon monoxide, chlorine, etc. Okay. Now let's talk about absorption. So here I have given you the example, that is blue color of chalk when dipped in blue ink. Okay. So what it does, it just absorbs the color uniformly. So this is all about today's lecture. Let's have a revision of the topic as we are discussing surface chemistry. So simply it is the branch of chemistry which deals with the study of surface phenomena or phenomena which take place at interfaces. Now they are the topics which we have to study. Basically we will divide these topics into three. That is, firstly we will discuss about adsorption, then about catalysis, and then about colloids. Okay. Now let's come to adsorption. We have discussed today about adsorption. So adsorption is nothing, this is the accumulation of molecular species at the surface, okay, rather than in the bulk. And to understand adsorption, we must know about the two terms, that is adsorbate and adsorbent. So adsorbate is simply the species which concentrate or accumulate at the surface. Okay. And adsorbent is simply the material on the surface of which adsorption take place. Okay. Now what about desorption? So it is simply the removal of adsorbed species from the surface. Now talking about enthalpy and entropy change. So all the three, that is the change in enthalpy, the change in entropy, and the change in Gibbs energy, all are negative. Why? Because as adsorption is exothermic, so delta H is negative, and as molecules are held on surface, so entropy decrease, and as entropy decrease, delta S, that is entropy, is also negative, and being a spontaneous process, delta G will also be negative. Now let's talk about the difference between adsorption and absorption. So we have taken that adsorption is surface phenomena, whereas absorption is bulk phenomena. Adsorption exothermic process, absorption no significant changes occur, and there are some examples of adsorption and absorption. So students, this is all about today's lecture. Thank you class.